why I should not quit TikTok.
Hello, Mr. President. How are you?
How are you? That is a very lovely voice, a very
I am
soothing voice. The way you just,
I I am amazing. How are you? Are you doing all right?
I'm doing really, really all right. You seem to have blue
Awesome.
hair. Why do you have blue
Blue?
hair?
No,
Mm,
it is not blue. No, it is probably just the light on it. It is black.
that
I
doesn't
didn't
look
know how to.
black to me,
I
unless.
did not. Yeah, I didn't know how to turn my camera on. I was gonna try, but I don't. I'm not really that into TikTok, but I do love it. I did want to just say one thing. I do hope that you do stay. And one of the reasons
Oh,
that my opinion, that you should stay is transparency. One of the things that we do not have, oh, by the way, I am from the USA. I live in Texas. But around the country, whether it's in this country, whether it's in other countries, transparency is something that the people do not have. We have it as far as media maybe opening a small door or a small window and giving us a small eye view or ear view of what's going on. But we do not have full transparency. And if you can just give that to us just for the limited amount of time, that is more than we've ever had, number one. And number two, it means a lot. Not just to the people in your country, but to the people around. You got to understand that right now we're looking into the future. You really don't know how many people you got unless people know who you are. Um, and just like you said, you're opening your doors to people. But the way to get to a lot of people that you don't even know exist is through a social medium that's going to bring about that. You don't know. There's a lot of people in the USA that we want to pack our bags and say, you know what, let's do it. And I'm not speaking for the African American community, I'm speaking for an African American woman. And I say that it is time that we do establish and have something of power. For so long, uh, I've been seeing corruption, whether the corruption is coming from USA, whether the corruption is sometimes coming from Africa. I've seen where Russia and China is taking over even certain areas in Africa. That pains me because number one, they've taken us away years and years ago, and now they're taking some very prime resources and things of value. Africa is a very rich country, however, it is suffering very much. And that is because it has been raped, if I may use that word here on TikTok, of all of its valuable resources that it has. I love leadership. I love the strongness of the country of Africa, but there has been so much corruption that it is now a weakness in certain areas. I'm not going to say all areas, just like in the USA. I'm not going to say all governmental people, but a lot of them. Here where I work with judges, I work with commissioners, I work with the police chiefs, I work across the board in the political arena. I'm more of a background individual because, you know, if I see in my heart that you're going to do a good job, then I'm going to push past what money has tried to put in place and put the person that I know can do the job in place. So that's what I do. And it's like a behind the scenes type of deal, but that's what I do to help in the way that I know how to help. So I hope that you would stay, if nothing but transparency, just to maybe you're opening the door for other leaders. A leader is the one that takes off. He's not the one that's going to follow pursuit behind someone else. So just because Biden and all the other leaders are not here, you may be showing them something by your positive response and your positive interaction with people that is something that they may have to do. So I speak to the people that are maybe asking you to not do it, that there is something positive and strong and powerful that can transpire. Now, hear me on my heart. I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't know you, but I don't have to know you. But I do know there have been certain leaders that have succumbed to certain things that it was not warranted. And I know it is not something that just happened, but it was something that happened because they did not like the person that was in the power and they wanted to take them out. I have seen that in our country and I've seen that across abroad. In Africa, and even in other places, Russia, China. I've seen it all over. So that's how they operate. So I understand how they operate behind the scenes when it comes to evil trying to take over. So in that respect, if that is the condition, I will have to accept the fact that you are not going to be here. But I do love the fact that you are here. And it means a lot to people that you don't even know that you're even touching. One last thing I want to say, I did
So,
hear you
thank you.
yesterday, and you spoke about you would never want to join NATO, and I understand that. And here's the second thing I want to say. We don't know. We're